Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I think I'm about to get so vulnerable right now, but I think it's high time, it's important, and I also feel like I'm ready to share like a lot of things. Let's start from the start. Let me tell you a bit about myself from the beginning. I grew up in a family of 30-40 people. We used to all live in like this big house, which I like to call as my city house. And every family was given one room. So me, my mom, my dad, and my sister, all four of us lived in one room for I think 12 or 13 years of my life before we moved out. And few years after we moved out, I lost my dad due to a heart attack. I think I was in 7th grade or somewhere around that time. Luckily, my mom was working, so touch wood, she was able to take care of us, me, my sister. She took care of our education because I was still doing my school, and my sister did her college on and off, and then she also joined my mom and helped her with the work. That happened, and very early on, I think I saw a lot of money issues happen in my life, these weird financial problems, and it was not cute. It was actually really ugly now that I think about it. So that happened. Cut to I think 2015-ish, 2016-ish. I started posting on Instagram. My sister used to love doing my makeup. She used to tell me like, let's do this today, let's do that. We used to go on my terrace, click pictures. We used to go out and click pictures. It was really fun. She really pushed me into this, and I just loved being in front of the camera. So it kind of worked out. I was also doing my school, and I was a very studious kid. So I was like, listen, I need to do my studies, and once I'm done with it, I can do everything else. I think I was that student who used to be very studious, but I could also take out time to just have fun with life, because I knew like I had to wake up at 4 and study till like 8 and 9, and then I used to just like do whatever I wanted to do for a while and then go back to study again. So I was just time managing, I guess, as a kid. Anyways, in COVID, I think all of us got that boost, and so did I. And I think even before COVID, I hit 100k, and during that time, I also was doing an internship. It was an unpaid internship for a really long time, and then I started earning 5k a month, and then I also started earning through content. Not much, because I just wasn't aware that you could earn a lot through content. I was in Jaipur, nobody used to talk about all of this back then, and even till 100k, I was charging like 5-6,000 rupees a video or picture or whatever. I did not know like the real numbers or anything. So then 12th class happened. That's when COVID came in, and my mom was like, you can decide what you want to do with your life, college and stuff. So I had an option between Pearl Delhi and ISD Mumbai, and I decided to go ahead with ISD Mumbai. And for a year we had online classes, and yeah, things started picking up from that moment for me. And then I came to Mumbai once COVID settled down, and that's when I told myself that, you know what, now I'm in Mumbai, I need to make a living for myself. I got signed up with an agency. They really helped me, yeah, I started earning enough to support my life in Mumbai. I think my first house in Mumbai was that of my friends. She had like an extra bed apart from her bed, like a floor bed. So I just crashed there for 3 months. After that, I shared a house with 5 more people, and I basically had a servant room. So I used to live alone there, and they had like the master bedrooms. 2 people used to share 1 bedroom. I also decided that I want to pay back all the money that I've taken from my mom for college, I think during second or third year of my college. And then I decided to pay my own fee for my college and basically just take care of myself fully, because content really picked up for me. The reason why I shared all of this was because I get this a lot, that I come from money, I come from a very rich background and this and that, which is why I've been able to create this life for myself, because apparently I have like my father's money, or like someone is sponsoring my life. That's completely untrue. Whatever you see today is something that I have done for myself, and I will take full credit for it. I will give credit to my mom, my sister. They have been so supportive. I would say that I come from a lot of privilege, because I feel like if you have a house, if you have food, if you have loving parents, you come from privilege. If you have a phone, you have privilege, and I'm glad that I was able to use the privilege to my advantage. And A, you need to recognize that privilege and be grateful for it, and B, you need to do something with everything that you have around you. Now honestly, you might be wondering, how did I get here? And in this video, I'm going to talk about exactly that, because if I can do it, so can you. So let's say you're looking to start working early. Number one, you're going going to send 20 emails every day. You're going to DM people on Instagram and tell them you want to work with them. You want to figure out what you're good at. And this is a lifelong process, I feel. But start early. Figure out what is your superpower. Maybe it's the way you speak. Maybe it's your persuasion skills. Maybe you are good at sales. Maybe you're good at closing people. Figure out like your superpower, and trust me, everyone has it. It just takes time to figure it out. It's fine. Just start the process early and then build on that, monetize that. I realized that I'm really good in front of camera, so I decided to start YouTube content, and this is where I am. So even if you're not able to figure it out for yourself, it's fine. Learn a new skill which you feel like will help you. I would say spend your time in building a skill and then literally build your portfolio on that and sell it to the person and tell them why they should hire you. When I was in 10th or 11th or somewhere around that time, I spoke to this guy who I randomly met, and I told him that, I'm into social media and I love socials. Actually, I can work for you. I can make your Instagram post and stuff like that. And that's when that person hired me to handle his social media page. And I was just courageous enough. I had the audacity to ask. I pitched myself and I was like, you know what? It's better than not getting anything. So might as well put myself in that position and pitch myself and see what happens. And most of the times things work out for you. So do that and be patient with it. I know in today's world, everyone gets everything quickly is what we feel, but it's not like that. I think a lot of people have backstories. A lot of people have a lot of work which is being put into their craft, which eventually compounds. But to us, it feels like, oh my god, like they are getting everything so quickly. It's not like that. I think everyone is in their own journey, and I think we need to be patient with our journey and savor it and not think too much about the destination, because trust me, once you reach the destination, you would want to go to the next destination, and it's a constant vicious loop. Now, next thing, if you're looking to get into content, become shameless. Oh my god, I cannot stress on this enough. Stop judging yourself. I feel like most of the people who are trying to make it as a content creator have so much judgment around themselves. I don't think people have the time to judge you. I think you are the only one who's judging yourself, and which is why things are just not working out in your favor as a content creator. You just need to be completely obsessed with yourself. You want to put yourself out there without any shame. Be cringe. It's okay. It's absolutely fine. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do is make a list of 10 creators who you really like and adore, and then you're gonna write down 2 to 3 things that you like about them or their content, their style, their way of speaking. Then once you have this entire list, see what you can do. Literally pick out 3 things from that. See which category you fit into, what kind of content you want to create. It's fine if you don't have it all figured out. I am telling you, it's absolutely okay, because chances are that whatever you create, it's gonna suck in the beginning. If you scroll back and see the old videos of mine, you're gonna laugh. You are literally gonna laugh and be like, oh my god, what was this girl doing? I think that's it. We all have to suck at it initially in order to make it better. It's basically a learning curve. One more thing which I wrote in the morning, which I'm gonna say is really important, is that you need to stop chasing virality and build an audience from scratch, because your audience, your community matters the most. I'm telling you, the numbers will follow. I remember Ankur Warikoo saying this: content is a means, not the end. And always remember this: what is your end purpose with content? It cannot be just content. You need to find a larger purpose. And again, it's not necessary that you have all of this figured out on your day 1 or even your day 100. It's absolutely okay to go through your journey and figure it out while you are at it. I think this industry and the creator ecosystem and space is growing so quickly, so chances are that no one will have a choice but to be a creator at some point. But your purpose of being a creator, it can be really different, and I think it's okay if you're not trying to be a creator for yourself. If you want to do it for your brand, if you want to do it because you have information to share, if you want to do it because you just feel like you need a side hustle or a side hobby. And I would say, do not quit on your actual life and job while you're trying content. I think it's a really flimsy sort of a space to be in. The sustainability factor in the creator ecosystem is still not there yet, so you don't want to quit on your actual job. And then lastly, I feel like if you want to shift your mindset, simply start having uncomfortable conversations with yourself. I think it's high time we need to be raw and honest with ourselves as much as possible, because only then we will start noticing our patterns and we will realize where we go wrong, how can we make them better, how can we just connect connect with ourselves better and truly find who we are. So for example, you have these really big ideas but you're just not able to execute on them. I would say just take out your journal, write what your problem is, and journal about it for 30 minutes. No matter what comes in your mind, just ask yourself questions. Okay, what is the idea? Why am I not able to execute it? Is it like I don't trust myself enough? Is the risk factor too high? Ask these questions whenever any problem comes into your life. Journal about it, and I'm telling you, it will give you so much clarity. One more thing that I would say while we are on the topic of mindset is the way you speak with yourself is so important. The way you are communicating with yourself, the stories you're telling, all of that is so important, because the minute you start having a negative conversation with yourself about yourself, that's when you lose it all. Because the more negativity you put into yourself, the more you attract it. That's how it works. It's as simple as that. I would say just try this one thing for 30 days. Be insanely optimistic. Try to find the silver lining. Try to see the good in all the situations. If you're stuck in traffic, what could possibly happen which is good? If you're angry at someone, how can you have a better way at looking at it? Just change your perspective and start looking at things from a positive lens, and I'm telling you, the universe will give you exactly that. It will shower you with so much positivity, and I think this has happened with me personally. I was the biggest believer of, if I think of the wrong thing, then the right thing will happen. But I feel like it's just this narrative that I created for myself, so I don't end up getting hurt or disappointed. But then I realized I could actually think of the best scenarios and they would happen for me, because I have so much faith and confidence in myself and the universe and my work. And I think that is it. Recently I realized that a lot of you guys were missing these talking videos, and I get it why they're so important. And I also realized that I love talking and I love sharing. I love it even more when it ends up helping someone or it hits home for someone, because that's it. I think that's my purpose at this point, to just have these conversations, put my thoughts out there, because I genuinely think that I think a lot. Like, I have too many thoughts in my mind and I have too many perspectives, and I also believe a lot in all the things that I said like in this video. So yeah, and also just putting it out there, at the end of the day, I think I'm also just a girl living her life for the first time. This is an open conversation. If you feel a certain way, please drop a comment about it, and if you have anything else to share or ask. But of course, if you are just simply gonna hate in my comments, I am gonna delete that comment. I will appreciate constructive criticism, but you cannot point blank hate in my virtual universe. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and yeah, I think I will do more of these talking, yapping videos because they truly make me so happy.